Hello, everybody. I'm back again for some shenanigans. And today, I'm thinking that I've been talking a lot about myself. And so I decided to maybe do a little bit of a parasocial moment where I'm like, let's get to know you guys. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever done this before, where it's like, I always talk about myself and I'm always like, oh, he, this and that. And I'm just like, oh, you know me, I'm so unique and whatnot. But like, I want to get to know you guys. So I don't know how this is gonna work. So I'm just gonna freeball it. I don't have any questions written ahead. I'm just kind of like, it is what it is, and I'm just gonna talk and then I don't know, give the answers below. I don't fucking know. Cause like I feel like a lot of people who talk to themselves kind of just talk to themselves and like think about themselves. But like I'm kind of like I'm in a mood, a little goofy mood where I'm like I want to know what's going on with you guys. Like I want to know like what the demographics are. You can like see my like in the can you see that? Anyways, but I want to see what you guys are all about, you know? I mean, I'm obviously going to give like answers to the questions I'm going to ask because, it's going to be like, oh, it's just going to be like a big thing of like questions and then it's just like, and I'm just going to log off. But like, I want to, obviously make the video interesting instead of just like unloading questions to you guys. So, yeah. So, first question, what is your MBTI? Is that what it's called? Myers-Briggs or whatever the fuck. Mine is ENTP, as you guys know. I haven't taken the test in a bit. I feel like I like kind of go in between like ENTP and like INTP. I don't really know if there's that much of a difference. Just one is more introverted and one is more extroverted, I guess. But the thinking processes are still in there. And then I don't remember like what the other one was, but I think it was 7W8, whatever the fuck it was called. That was good. And then what else? I feel like there's like another aspect to the MBTI thing, but I just can't remember. There's like, I think I was like I was like neutral chaotic or something, chaotic neutral, some shit like that. I don't fucking remember. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't really like gone into like the MBTI type of stuff like that recently. I like got obsessed with it back in like 2020, and I would like always look it up, and I would take like different tests, and they would always tell me I was like an ENTP or like an ISTP, which was kind of interesting because I kind of consider my dad to be an ISTP. He's like a really quiet dude, but like likes to tinker with shit. And then my mom, I suppose she's kind of more like an ESFP, I think, because she's like a helper and she's like kind of outgoing, but she's also a little like reserved and kind of like a people pleaser. And so that's what my family's like. Maybe she's like an ISFP actually, because she's like, even though she comes out as very extroverted, I feel like deep down she's like, she likes being by herself. No, that bitch loves to be around people because she likes talking shit, but she doesn't like going to parties. Kind of like me. I don't know. But yeah, she's like a service worker, so obviously it makes sense that she's like super extroverted, because if you're gonna do like people's nails, I feel like you can't be fucking boring. Because if you're boring, then who the fuck wants to go to you? Like, and then my dad, like I said, he's an ISTP because he's a really quiet dude, and he's like, I don't know, he's a quiet dude, but like he also is like very kind of like, he has a very kind of like technical mind. He's like the person in our family, like our major family, like outside of me and my mom, like outside of his family, where he's like known to be like the fixer upper almost. He like always goes over to help people like renovate their houses or helps fix their cars. And then my dad's like a really big tinker with like old timey like are they called? They're not music boxes. They're like it's like where you put like a tape in. It's like a music tape. You put it in and then it plays. It's like a music recorder, not a recorder. It's like a music player, but it's like really old timey. And he does a lot of that. And then he's still like into clocks, but he was more into clocks like last year. But he's got mostly into the music thing, which has been fucking annoying. I thought the clocks were annoying because they would always make like cuckoo, cuckoo, and then we would have 10 of them in our basement because he just hangs them up and they're all functional. So they would go off like every 5 fucking minutes, and I was just going fucking insane. I thought I was like in a mental asylum. But then he got into the fucking music scene, and dude, I have like some shit up on my walls, right? And every single time he like tinkers with the fucking doodads, I always find one of my little figures, because I have Peppa and her little friends up there. And then so every time I come home, they're all on the fucking floor because like the bass just like rumbles the fucking walls because he's working outside in the basement. So he's not that far away from me. So it's like, bah, bah. And then just like Peppa falls off my fucking thing. I'm coming home and I'm like, something's missing. Like, you know how whenever you go into your room and like you've known something's been altered, despite it being like a little dirty, like even though my room is somewhat kind of like clustered and a little bit like, you know, like strewn or whatever the fuck, it's like I can still tell when something's been like altered in my room when I've been gone. So I'm like, strange. But anyways, yeah, so that's my family. So yeah, let me know yours, let me know your families. I'd be really interested because I don't know, I feel like it's a really popular thing nowadays, especially with like Koreans. I feel like a lot of them kind of take it more to heart. It's probably their astrology compared to me. And then that's okay. What about blood type? I recently discovered my blood type, and I am, I think, a B positive, which is kind of strange because I usually get A. No, I'm kidding. That's a super fucking joke. But yeah, I got my blood tested when I went to the fucking state fair. And yeah, I'm a B positive. I did a little bit of research, not a lot, but I think like a lot of Southeast Asians are usually B positive or B negative. We're usually around the B's. And then that's all I know. And then I think like in like Japanese like society, not society, like Japanese like personality types, they have something called like a blood type analysis where like depending on what your blood type is, you're like a certain type of person. And I think that B types are generally like a little bit more reserved, because I know the O types are really like kind of like outgoing and stuff like that. B blood type personality. And I think A people are like super like uptight. I think B people are, yeah, they're like strong-minded, optimistic, balanced, goal-oriented, understanding, and blah blah blah. So they're like very kind of like not polite, but usually just like I don't know how to explain it. Cause if you ever do any like research of it, you can like see like there's like this image of like tangerines being peeled, and I think it gives like a pretty good like visualization of like the certain blood types, but like without the words, you know. Let me see here. Okay, so yeah, A types are usually very honest, creative, sensitive, reserved, and patient. So they're like, I think, a little bit more quiet, and a little bit more conservative. Not conservative, but a little more like kind of like, you know, like. You know. And then B types are enthusiastic, enterprising, creative, passionate, strong, and they can be selfish, irresponsible, ruthless, and unpredictable, which makes a lot of sense for me because you guys know how I am as a person, and I think I am that. And then O people are usually very optimistic, socializable, pleasant. They can also be very vain, dishonest, jealous, and insolent. Not sure what that means. And then AB, it's just a mixture of A and B, so they're like a little bit more like kind of mysterious, but not really. They can be critical, indecisive, thoughtless, irresponsible, or they can also be relaxed, calm, rational, and sociable, which is kind of interesting. You know, there's a little, because like I don't think there's a lot of ABs or even O's. I don't think, because O's are not really seen a lot. My friend that I got my blood tested with, she's like an O positive, which is like, oh my goodness, girly pop, like you're universal. But yeah, so that's my blood type. I don't know. I always wanted to know what my blood type was, even as a kid, because you know I was like into like anime stuff, and like all of the characters that I like had that like character sheet, and I'm like, oh my god, like I want to know what mine is, but I just assumed I was like. I either assumed I was O or B because that kind of made more sense to my personality. But then once I got B, I was like, oh, that's cool. Whatever the fuck. So, yeah. So what is your blood type? I'd really like to know. If you're AB, or like if you're O or AB, does any of those like match up to you? I would love to know if you're an AB. And yeah. Okay, next one. Let me think. Let's do zodiac since we're here. I know like zodiac is a little bit like over talked about, but I think it's a really interesting concept. I just don't really believe in it as much. Like, I know my charts and everything, but it's just like I don't take it too seriously. I think it's kind of funny, like, oh, she's such a Gemini, or oh, he's such a Virgo, stuff like that. And it's kind of interesting to see how people either don't fit the mold or fit the mold or whatever the fuck. So I think you guys probably know, but I am an Aries. I've always been an Aries. Even with that like new change or whatever the fuck. I think I might have been a Taurus if the new thing was to be applied to me. But I think it only like happens if you were born after a certain amount of time. So yeah, I'm an Aries, and I don't remember what my charts were, but mine is a very varied chart. One of my friends, she's a Virgo, and most of her chart is Virgos, so she is deeply a Virgo. And whenever I talk to her, I'm like, oh my god, you are such a Virgo. Like she's a very like, yeah. And so as an Aries, so someone who's like very kind of impulsive and like just impulsive and a little bit more like I don't know. I don't know much about Aries. I feel like a lot of people who meet me don't really assume I'm an Aries because I'm like, because like Aries are really kind of forward people, very confident and very kind of like reassured in themselves and very kind of powerful. And for me, I just don't really see myself as that because I don't know. I've never seen myself as an Aries because I never fit the mold. Every time I like see something online about like an Aries of how they're like super passionate, super romantic, super sexual, I'm like, that is not me, bro. Like that is deeply not me. And I think one of my either is my rising or my what's the other one? Rising. I can't remember. Rising or moon or some shit. I think one of them is a Cancer, and I'm like I feel like I'm like every time I look at a Cancer, I'm like, wow, that's kind of me. But I don't know, because like every time I read something about Aries, I'm like, I don't really like fit that mold. Like I want to because being an Aries seems fun, but like I mean, I fit some of the qualities where it's like, oh, I can like be a leader at times and I can take charge and like stuff like that. And like sometimes, I mean, a lot of times I can be very impulsive, but I don't know. I mean, I get along with like a lot of fire signs. It's just like, I mean, I get along with people just in general, but I generally like, I don't know. Like apparently Aries people are like super hard to get to know, but I don't know if that's actually true. Let's see here. Oh my god, it's like we're at a sleepover. I'm like talking to us. I'm in like my pajamas. I have my little like socks on because it's fucking negative in Minnesota right now. Holy fuck. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, so they're energetic, forceful, and outgoing. They like I do like springtime. They like the energy of the first rush in springtime. They move into the world with a headstrong, pioneering way and prefer starting to finishing. The fuck. They tend to rush into things and also may be impatient. They also have great vitality and a tremendous need to be physically active. That is not true. That is not true. That is not true. I hate being active. That shit's so stupid. I don't really think of any of that, to be honest with you, but maybe it's like the way that the world perceives me. I don't really know. Well, I am. Okay, this one says highly competitive, and I am. I'm not gonna even like lie about that because if I'm competitive, then I'm competitive. Because what's the point about like lying if I'm not or not? You know? Because it's like oh, I'm not competitive. Like I'm like I just like go with the no, I don't. Like I am competitive, and that's how I am as a person, and I think that's okay. And then it says a natural leader and prefers to take the initiative, not me. Because, I mean, kind of me, like I always find myself in like leadership positions mainly because like nobody like wants to be. So I'm like, okay, one of us gotta be it. And so I just take it. And it's like, it's not a difficult thing for me because it's pretty natural. I'm just like, okay, do this, and that's it, you know? Like I don't boss people around and I don't like make them like, oh, you're not doing that right, this and that. I'm just like, I just tell them what to do and then they do it. And then if they don't do it, I'm like, well, I don't really give a rat's ass. Like I'll just do it myself, you know? I don't know what that says. Brushes. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that says. Easily lose patience and with long-term projects. Kind of. I'm like nowadays. I think I trained myself to like try to finish things. But like back then, I definitely was like someone that started shit and never finished it. Hold on. I need to sit up. I need to sit up because there's a lot going on. Okay, let's move. Okay, I'm sitting up now, so y'all have to sit up with me because I feel embarrassed if you guys are laying down. And I'm like sitting up. And I got like all these layers on because it's so fucking cold. Anyways. Oh, I mean, this is kind of true. Is very generous and enjoy sharing. A lot of people say that like since I'm an only child, they didn't really expect me to be like, I don't know. A lot of people don't expect me to be like an only child. They expect me to be like a middle child or like a younger kid because of like how I act. I'm kind of immature and like stuff like that. And I feel like, I mean, I don't know, but like a lot of like only children have like this stereotype of like they don't like to share. They're really like snooty. They're like uptight, not uptight, but they're like they're very spoiled, I suppose, because they're like the only kid and they've never like had to share their lifestyle with anybody. And I'm just kind of like, I mean, that is kind of me, but not really, you know, like it is, but it isn't. Like there's some things I don't like to share and there's some things I do. Like most of the time I like to share like, you know, like physical items, like food, stuff and that. But like when it comes to like like other things like in my personal life, I'm like, I don't want to share that. But I think that's probably like, I don't know if that's like an only kid thing as well. But yeah, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, you don't really give me only kid vibes, but I mean, I grew up with like guy cousins. Like, I didn't grow up alone by any means. Like, I grew up like around people all the time, like especially like guys my age, not guys my age, but cousins my age. And so I consider them to be my brothers. But now that I'm like older, we like started to separate. When not separate, but like we started to like go into our own houses and stuff. By the time I was like in like middle school, so during my formative years, I did grow up like sharing a lot of things. So that's why I think that I don't really act like an only child. But once I hit like my middle school years, like I just, even though I was away from them, I still like communicated with them like a decent amount. And so I don't really consider myself to be like an only child, because I did grow up with like people I consider to like not be my brothers, because that's kind of cringy. I don't really see them like that, but kind of, you know, like I want to consider them as my brothers, but I feel like they wouldn't consider me as their sister because they fucking hate me. And so I don't know, yeah. So that's one of the things I guess I relate to with Aries. I think that's kind of cool. Actually, let me just pull up my fucking co-star. I actually don't know when I was born, because I have like the Vietnamese I have like a Vietnamese like birth certificate, and it's like really shittily like translated, and I just don't want to go looking for it because that's like a lot of work, and I don't want to do that. So I think I kind of guessed on like what time I was born, because I don't care about that. I just know like what place I was born in, and that's all I need, right? The place I was born and like that, and I just put in a random time. So this might or may not be true. Okay, so it says that I'm obviously an Aries, and then the fuck is that called? Okay, so my moon is a Cancer. Okay, so it was my moon that was a Cancer, and then my rising is a Libra, or ascendant, or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know what that means. If that means anything to you guys, then that's cool. But, so the moon controls your emotions, moods, and feelings. This is likely the sign you think yourself. Oh my god, this is most likely the sign you think of yourself as, since it reflects your personality when you're alone or deeply comfortable. Your moon is in Cancer, meaning your emotional self is sensitive, thoughtful, and empathetic. You have a tendency to feel like a martyr and secretly fear of being abandoned by those you love. You often have trouble letting go and feeling like an emotional wreck. Okay, that shit kind of read me. Okay, gamers. Okay, and then my sun is in Aries, and it says the sun determines your ego, identity, and role in life. It's the core of who you are, and it's a sign you most likely already know. Okay, your sun is Aries, meaning you are fundamentally assertive and persistent and courageous, naturally competitive and fiercely independent. Okay, that's kind of facts. You push yourself forward with energy and enthusiasm and persevere through anything. You need to learn to understand other people as complex wholes. Okay, so if that explains anything about me to you guys, I don't know. And then ascendant Libra. Your ascendant is the mask you present to people. It can be seen in your personal style and how you come off to people when you first meet. Some say it becomes less prevalent as you get older. It changes every 2 hours, so if it doesn't make sense, reconfirm, whatever the fuck. Your ascendant is in Libra, meaning you come across as compromising, courteous, and fair-minded, although sometimes passive-aggressive. You seem inclined towards balance in all forms, aesthetic, romantic, and judgment. That is most... Yeah, that's kind of true. I like to present myself in a very fair-minded way, and I don't really think I am. I'm a very judgmental. No, because I'm always like, okay, peace and love, you guys. Peace and love. I come out as a really kind of like, you know, like I love everybody, but deep down in my heart, I don't love everybody. Like, I know who I don't like and what I do like and stuff like that. And so, but like at the same time, it's not their fault they're like that, you know? So I can't really like be like, oh, why are you acting that way? This and that, you know? Like if somebody acts like not the way that I want them to act around me, it's like, it's not something I can personally control. So but like I can control how I like deal with my interaction with them. So if I don't like the way they are as a person, I'll like distance myself. But like, you know, like I'm not someone who's like really got like confrontational, be like, shut the fuck up, like you shouldn't be saying this and that and stuff like that. Like I'm not like that, and I feel like a lot of people are not like that, because it's like it's hard to be confrontational in a world that's like, you know, like a lot, like it's a lot. And so I don't really blame anybody for, you know, like not being confrontational and standing up for yourself and stuff like that. So yeah, so that is my what am I burping so much? And so that is my zodiac. I don't know if that like says anything about me, because I don't know. Like I said, it's not that I don't believe in it. I think some of it can be really interesting to read about and stuff like that. But like It's just not something that I personally I don't know. I don't know. I don't like believe in it so much to the point where I'm like, oh, like the moon is in retrograde or whatever the fuck and like shit like that. Like I don't really keep up with it. Like every now and then I'll like ask somebody like what their like sign is, but otherwise I don't really check up. Like I have a lot of Geminis in my life. A lot of Geminis, a lot of Cancers. I have some Taurus, and I obviously have a Virgo. And yeah, I have a lot of fire signs in my life as well. But yeah, I haven't really met anyone who's like a I do know Pisces, but I don't think I like them. I haven't met anyone that's like an Aquarius, I don't think yet, or like yeah, I think like Aquarius is probably the only one. I think I know like a Sag. I know. Oh, my mom's a Capricorn, and my dad is November 28th. What is that? I can't remember what a number. Shit. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember what like November 28th is. I know my mom's because I don't know why I know my mom's. But yeah. So, what's your zodiac? Tell me. Tell me your sign or whatever the fuck. I'd be really interested to. You know, like no. And then what else? What else is out there? Maybe like nationality. You guys obviously know I'm Vietnamese. I was born in Vietnam, like South Vietnam or some shit like that. I'm not gonna tell you the actual like city because that's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. I'm not gonna tell you that, but yeah, I was born in Vietnam. And then what else? It's like icebreaker like questions. Let me search up like, do you have a significant other? Fuck no, I don't have another. But if you guys do, I don't know if you guys want to tell me that if that's too personal. Who cares? But yeah. What are my hobbies? A lot of things. You guys are obviously already know. I like to collect perfumes. I crochet. I do art. I do graphic design. I write sometimes. I cook. I bake. I sew. What else do I do? I sometimes sculpt, but not a lot. Like I've sculpted some things before, but it's not that fun to me. But I think that's about it. I mainly just do like a lot of like, I don't know, like very basic hobbies. I don't really do anything that interesting. Okay. Do you collect anything? Perfume. And I used to collect manga. Like I have my manga collection here, as you know, but not that much anymore because it's like I haven't like been like involved in like an anime community in a while, and so this is like when I was like super into Bungo Stray Dogs and like listen to Bungo Stray Dogs, One Piece, One Punch Man, Mob Psycho, and I think I have a lot of Beastars. Don't judge me on that, but like I have some Beastars in there. Beastars is fucking good, okay? I don't know what to say. It's fucking good. Don't call me actually call me furry. I don't give a rat's ass. It's a good fucking anime, and I just love Louis. He's good. Okay, it's my favorite color. It's on my walls. It's on my walls. Like I feel like if your wall's a certain color, and if it's not white, that has to be your favorite color because I'm like if you are so barren to like paint your like wall colors like an absurd color, it has to be something that you're like interested in or passionate about. Otherwise, you're just sick in the head. And so that's my favorite. You know, there's like I don't know how to explain this, but like it's really hard for me to have a favorite thing because most of the questions are like, oh, what's your favorite book? What's your favorite animal? What's your favorite this and that? And like it's really hard for me to say what my favorite movie is because it always changes. Like it's always my favorite movie is always a movie that I'm like, you know, I just watched. So I mean, I don't know. Okay, favorite movie. Let me think. I like the Scooby movies because obviously like the live action Scooby movies, and I also like the camp animated one. I think it's got Summer Camp Scooby. I like that one because I don't know. I just like it. I don't know. And then I like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory because the one with Johnny Depp because I like musicals and I actually grew up with that, and so I think that's probably why I like it quite a bit. I like Princess and the Frog because the music's really good. And I also grew up with it. I'm like trying to think. Like I said, I don't watch that many movies. I like Juno. I have it on my wall. I like Little Miss Sunshine because my boy Paul Dano. What else? I'm like looking on my shit to like remember what I like. That's like all I can think of for now. I think I've watched like, you know, like some of the classics like Pulp Fiction, American Psycho, and stuff like that. And it's like I don't know. I don't think I have a big enough brain to understand any of that, and so I don't really give a rat's ass about it honestly. But yeah. I mean, I like some of the Barbie movies. Those are pretty good. I can't remember which ones like specifically, but I think I like the 12 Princess one. I think those are good. That one was good specifically. I went through a phase where I watched like a lot of fucking movies, but I think I watched so much in one like short span of time, and I just cannot remember. I like Napoleon Dynamite because I don't know, it's just a shitty fucking movie. Not shitty. It's just a really goofy fucking movie, and it's just a really heartwarming like I don't know. It's heartwarming to me because it's about some fucking kid being weird, and it's just like yeah, I like it. And I think it has a really good soundtrack, and I think that it was definitely like groundbreaking in my opinion for me. I just love like the little like beginning sequence. I think it was like really like well done, and I really love like just the relationships that were built within the storyline. um I think that's all I can think of for now because those are the ones I've like because I watch most of my movies on HBO Max, and so that's the only ones I can remember. But like on Netflix, I cannot remember anything from it honestly. So yeah, that's gonna be my answer for now. Favorite movies? That's not really favorite one, but you know some of the ones I like find myself continuously wanting to watch over and over again. I do like the Lego Movie. Lego Movie is really good. Favorite Last Wish was it Last Wish? It's pretty good. I feel like I like Mulan, but it's not a movie that I watch over and over because it's like it feels stereotypical every time I watch. It's like it's obviously like one of my favorite movies. It's just like I just don't watch it because I just feel guilty. There's like you know whenever you bleach your hair, you always get those like scabs because it like burns your fucking scalp. I feel one right on the top of my head. And I did not get it. What the fuck? It's still in my scalp. Where is it? Oh my god, this is a big boy. Okay, flick. Anyways, those are my favorite movies. And then favorite TV shows, I would say. And as for my favorite TV show, I would say, I mean, I have Hannibal right in front of me because it's like a poster that I have. So probably Hannibal. I watched it when I was like in a really weird place in my life. So I become like weirdly attached to the characters. But I haven't watched it since because I like watched it just as they like got like taken off of Netflix and I can't find it anywhere. And so yeah, I also really like South Park because I grew up on South Park. I started watching it like 2016 when that like PewDiePie cameo showed up, and that was when I got like really into it. And then I've watched it like at least once every single year, like once every single year for like a really extended amount of time, like 2 to 3 months. I'll just have it like on constant repeat in the backgrounds, and I can like repeat all of the skits. Like it's really embarrassing, and every time I like watch something nowadays it's always like, oh, South Park did that, or like it reminds me of South Park, and I'm just like, that's how you know your brain is fucking rotting. You know, I've been watching like Family Guy, and like every time there's like a you know like a skit or something like that, I'm like, that like South Park literally did that already, like what the fuck are they doing? And so I feel like it really rotted my brain a little bit. But yeah, South Park is also one of my favorites. I don't really like believe in any of it, but like I think it's a nostalgic thing because I watch it every time I get like super like depressed, not depressed, but like in a slump, and every time I put it on I get like really like excited, not excited, but like it like lifts my mood because it just brings back a lot of nostalgia of when I was like younger and stuff like that. And yeah, but like I'm not like one of those like crazy ones. Okay, I used to be where I'm like I would draw like Kyle like super like anime-fied and like stuff like that, and like I would like not fantasize, but I would like not canonize, what is it, like fan fictionize the characters to the point where they're like literally not the same like characters. So yeah, I'm like trying to think of other TV shows. I like Breaking Bad, I guess. I don't know, I watched it like somewhat recently, like almost 2 years ago, and I mean I kind of like it. I think I just like Saul, I think his name is. I also watched that, but I haven't finished it, so no spoilers please. What else? Oh my god, I also love That's So Raven. I recently discovered it because I didn't have cable back in the day, or whatever the fuck it's called. And so I like, and it's like one of those shows that I like constantly watch over and over and over again because it's like such a good fucking show. I love Raven, I love Chelsea, I love Eddie. I love all of those characters, and so every time I watch it, it just brings like a it makes me smile. I don't know, it's a really dopey show, but I like it. What else here? I think that's about it on like the top of my head. Smiling Friends is pretty good. Chowder I kind of like. I only watched it through once, but I really liked everything about it. My favorite character is probably Gorgonzola, just because he's just a little fucking brat. I fucking love brat characters, and I think that's why I like Gorgonzola, because he's so fucking like, he's just a bitch, and I fucking love it. He's a little bitch boy, but I love it. Okay. Oh, Adventure Time. I recently watched and rewatched because I watched it like a couple of years ago, and it is such a good fucking show. Oh my god, I don't even know like who my favorite character is. It's always been Fern, and so I'm gonna stick with that. I kind of like Fern just because he's also a brat, and I'm a big fan of brats. And so not like brats like with a Z, just brats. You know, just like fucking annoying little cunts. And so that's why I like Fern. He's just a really angsty little boy, and I really like that. And I honestly forgot how like serious the show can get sometimes because I always kind of like remember like the goofier moments. But when you watch it, it's like holy shit! Like this shit was like yeah. Um, yeah, and then I also watched Fiona and Cake, but I don't know. I don't know if I like that one as much as I should, but yeah. Um, what else here? There's like more, but I just can't remember. Barbie and the Life of the Dream House or whatever is pretty good. I watched it like over and over, so My Little Pony I never finished, but pretty good as well. I was caught watching it once on my friend's account, and she was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like she texted me at like 2 in the morning, said, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Okay, I'd rather have you catch me watching porn because this is really embarrassing for someone my age." But it was, I don't know, it's a good show. My favorite character is probably, I don't know, I've always been a big fan of Fluttershy. Even before I even watched the show, I've always been like, I don't know, I thought her design is like super cute, and I just love her little like cutesy little thing. But if it wasn't Fluttershy, I feel like it would be, I do kind of like Rarity. Something about Rarity really kind of like speaks to me. She's just like a diva. I do like Rarity. Okay, I do like Rarity. Yeah, I think it's either Fluttershy or Rarity. That's like my favorite. Oh my god, and the brother, what's his fucking name? What is Applejack's brother's name? Is it like Macintosh? Shawnee was fine. Oh my god, he is so fine. He is so fine. I think Twilight Sparkle also has a brother, but he's not as fine. I think Macintosh got it going on. But then he got girls. I respect him. Okay, I'm gonna respect him and his wife. I'm not a homebreaker. I'm not like Ariana Grande. Okay, I'll leave him and his girl alone. But season 1, oh my god, like leave me alone, man. Okay. I'm definitely serious about that too. I'm definitely serious. Okay. Um, what else did I watch? I don't think RWBY is one of my favorite, but it's such like a good like guilty pleasure show for me. I watched it once like back in the day, and I was like, wow, like this is horrible, but I don't know why I want to keep on fucking watching. So I literally finished the entire series, and it left off on a cliffhanger. I don't want to spoil anything, but it was when they were in that dimension thing where they're like evacuating people, and like I think one of them jumped or something, and like people, it was like a cliffhanger. It's like, oh, did she die or did he die? I don't know who it was. But I don't know. It's not like one of my favorite shows, but it's like it's a show, I guess. Oh, I do like what's it called? Trailer Park Boys. Is that what it's called? The one with Bubbles and like Ricky. My favorite character is probably the guy that holds the glass. What is his fucking name? I can't remember. It's not Ricky. Oh, I can't remember. I do like Julian. Yeah, I love. He's so fucking funny. He also has the fucking glass. I do like him. And then I was. Oh my god, I love. What's his name? What's his name? Oh, I can't remember their names. Trailer Park Boys. It's like the two fucking dumbasses. It's like, oh, dumb. Corey and Trevor. I do like their dynamic, and they're probably like one of my favorites. Just because they're so fucking stupid, they always fuck things up. Like I love that one scene where they're like stealing gas from cars, and like Ricky just takes it from him, just like fucking. Just siphons it. He's like, oh shit, it's like diesel or some shit. Like I don't know what the fuck he said, but yeah, I like that scene. It's funny to me. But when they replaced Corey, I was kind of sad. But I understand his like reasoning to leave. I think I did a little bit of research, and the actor said that he was not paid properly or some shit like that, which is really unfortunate. But like for Trailer Park Boys, I always associate that show with Stardew Valley because I watched it when I was playing Stardew Valley. So every time I put it on, every time I put it on, I'm like, damn, I really want to play Stardew. So I just. Yeah, it's just a Stardew show to me, and I like fishing when I watch it because I can focus on both things at once. I also really like what's that one show called? Arrested Development. I watched it when I was like in like high school, I think, and so yeah, it's a show that I really like. I like went back to it a couple of times, and I really do like Michael Cera, obviously Michael Cera. I forgot his fucking name. I like Michael Cera. And then I also like the grandma, Lucy. She's so fucking funny. She's one of my favorites too, and I really like what's his name? Gob? Gob? I can't remember his name, but the guy that like voices BoJack Horseman. Oh, BoJack Horseman. I watched that like twice or like 3 times, and oh my god, the free churro scene had a bitch crying, bro. Had a bitch crying. My favorite character is probably either Mr. Peanut Butter. He's obviously like a shit dude, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't like him, but he's one of my favorites. Like, how can you not like him? He's so slay. What's his name? Oh my god, the asexual motherfucker. I can't remember what his name was. Okay, you guys know who I'm talking about, but yeah, he's also one of my favorites. And yeah, BoJack Horseman, really good show. I tried to watch it when I was in high school, but I just couldn't get through the first episode because I was like, this is so lame. I don't want to fucking watch this. But then I just like pushed through the first couple episodes, and it got like really good. What else? Community. Community. I like, what's his name? What? Troy. I think I like Troy. He's a really funny dude. Troy and Abel? Not Abel. What is it? I can't remember his fucking name. Troy and Abed. Okay, I have to sing the song Troy and Abed in the morning. Okay, yeah, I like Troy and Abed. I think that's about it. And like Community. I can't remember. Oh, I do like the principal. He's kind of funny. I do like the principal. He is a funny dude. And that's all I can remember. It's been a while since I watched it. Maybe I'll do like another rewatch. Because it's a good fucking show. I think I do like that Asian dude. I forgot what his fucking name is. Chang? I do like Chang, but he's like very chaotic. And I think I do like that. So I do like that. Yeah. Okay, let me think of one more show. If I can like force it onto me. I don't think I can though, because it's hard. Does anime count? I don't know. I already said Hunter x Hunter. I do like Haikyuu. It's on my wall. Devilman Crybaby is like one of my favorite animes. The one that they made pretty recently. Not like the older one. I haven't watched that one. But it's like a really good anime. I do like One Punch Man as well. I don't know if it's like my favorite, but if it's made by like one sensei, then it's, it's a slay. My favorite character is probably Genos. Genos? Oh, or Speedasonic. Speedasonic and then Genos. Because Speedasonic is such a fucking brat. You know how much I love them brats. Oh, and then for Devilman Crybaby, obviously Rio, because he's also a brat and he's also Satan. And then Haikyuu, I believe my favorite character was either Suga. I think it was Suga, like on the top of my head. I think that was like my favorite. I'm pretty sure I have like another one in there somewhere. I just can't remember on the top. It's been a while. But Suga, who else? I feel like there's like one that's like super it's been a while. I can't remember. I don't know. I'll update it if I remember, but whatever. I don't know what else. Hunter x Hunter, favorite character, obviously Kurapika, because he's such an angsty motherfucker, and I do love me an angsty motherfucker. What else do I have on there? Oh, Bungo Stray Dogs. That's not like my favorite anime, but like I do really like it. And so I think my favorite character is Atsushi. Is that his name? Atsushi? Atsushi. I don't know, the fucking main character. And Aku, whatever. Oh my god, it's so fucking. It's an emo dude. Like, and you guys already know that I do not fucking like Dad's Eye because he's also an ENTP and he's a Gemini, and I do not rock with that. Just kidding. I don't know. I like Dad's Eye. He's just not like my favorite character. Oh, and then what's his name? The white haired dude, the really old one. That's like the leader of the. Can't remember his fucking name. It's not Mori. It's something else. I can't remember. But yeah, those are probably my favorites. And Beastars, I would say Louis is my favorite character. Another brat. I just love brats. What else here? One Piece, Zoro. I like One Piece. I'm not finished with the anime. I only got to like episode 100. Like not 100, like 200. But like I haven't gotten to the time skip or anything, but Zoro is like my number one boo thing. He is my number one boo thing. He's just like me for real. He doesn't know his directions. He's a fucking dumbass. He sleeps everywhere, and he's just like so nonchalant. Not like me though, because I'm not nonchalant, but like the other things like getting lost and stuff like that, definitely like me. And I think I do like Sanji. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Comment below if you also agree with this, but like, what's his name? What's his name? It's like Smoke something. Oh my gosh. Smoker. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Oh my god, he is so fine. Okay, that's all I gotta say on that. He is so fine. Oh, back to Hunter x Hunter. Pakunoda and what the fuck, and Kurapika are my favorites. I just have to like circle back because that is my girl for real. She is so mother. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, Smoker from One Piece, Zoro, and Sanji's been growing on me. I think it's just because he's also kind of a brat, not kind of, but like a little bit. And I think that's about it from what I remember. There's like other characters. It's just been a while since I watched the series. Okay, let's finish off just with some like dumb fucking ones. I don't know. Okay, what is your biggest weakness? My impulsivity. What is my biggest strength? My impulsivity. I feel like those two things, I mean, just that one thing, it's just all you need to know about me. I do a lot of things on impulse, and it can either be my downfall or my upfall. What scares me the most? Snakes. I do not like snakes. I also don't like heights, but I'm not as scared of heights as I was when I was younger. I used to hate spiders, but then I'm like, nowadays, I just kind of stomp on them and call it a fucking night, honestly. What are you most passionate about? I don't really have a passion in life, I'll be honest with you. I don't really care about anything in life. I just do what I gotta do to survive. It's not that I hate my life or I don't find like satisfaction in my life. It's just I don't really have a passion. I do things because I want to do them, and I just don't really have a drive. Yeah. All right, maybe I'll ask this one. Okay, what kind of friend are you? Like within your friend group, if you have a friend group, like what do you consider yourself to be as? You know, for me, I think I'm just the person who just does not give a fuck. Cause you know how in like a friend group you kind of have like that, like the talker and then the listener and then the person that does not give a fuck. I'm usually yeah. And then you know how friend groups have like let me start off like friend group positions. You know, you have the leader. No, just kidding. So basically in like a friend group, it's like you either have like the mom friend, and then you have like the really kind of like outgoing, like impulsive friend. You have the more kind of quiet, reserved friend. You have a friend that like is unemployed on a Tuesday at a fucking Arby's for no fucking reason. And you just have like all those like, and then you have like you know, like what position do you consider yourself to be as? I think, like I said, I think I'm like kind of more of the person that's like pops in and out. Like I'm like a really irregular friend, you know? I'm kind of like a period friend where I come every 2 months. Not every like 2 months, like every other, like once a month, and I'm just here for a little while. We'll have a really fucking shitty time, but you'll remember it, and then I'll just disappear. So I'm pretty much like a period friend. Because it's like, it's not that I'm not interested in hanging out with my friends, because I obviously love to do it, but like as someone with like a really small like social battery, it's like I don't want to hang out with you guys like every single fucking week. And that's not like a diss to my friends. Like I like my friends, but it's just like ugh. You know, like it's just like sometimes I just want to spend my weekends alone to recharge, because like I spend so much time at like school interacting with people, and it's like I just want to be in my room and just doom scroll. And so yeah. And so in my group chats I don't really talk much, because I'm like I don't really feel the need to respond. It's like you guys know I'm like here and stuff like that. They don't really pressure me either, so I kind of like that. But like, are you like the person in your group that like likes to start up a conversation, likes to like, you know, make plans for each other, likes to like coordinate whatever the fuck, or like do you like just to be a little goofer, a little jokester? I feel like in my friend group, like everybody's a jokester. because we're all just like bouncing off of each other's energy. So I don't really like find like it's like one person specifically funny. I find all of them funny, just like in general. And so yeah, but we obviously have like a more kind of mature person, the person that's like more kind of like I don't give a fuck, a person that's super like aggressive and like really like outgoing and wants to do it something like every single fucking weekend. We have someone who's like the wisdom, like the smart friend, and then I don't know what I am honestly, because like those all of those I just listed are like my friends, so I don't really know what I am. I'm probably just like the follower. I just do whatever the fuck they want me to do. All right, y'all. We're gonna finish with this, I think, because I can't think of anything else unless I go off on a tangent. Biggest turn on: tattoos, hands, and what else? Humor. I like someone with like really good fucking humor, someone like I can bounce off of. Okay, humor goes first and then maybe tattoos, depending on the tattoo. If the tattoo is like those like really cringy fucking quotes where it's like love your family or else they'll fucking kill you and massacre you in your fucking sleep, I don't give a rat's ass about those. But it's something that's like a little bit more artistic and like not even artistic, it's something that's like a little bit more like unique. I'm not saying like those like cursive tattoos aren't unique, it's just I find them cringy. And so that's something I don't think tattoos is out there because tattoos are like super subjective, because it's not like sometimes I'm like, wow, damn, that's kind of hot, but like otherwise I'm like So yeah, humor comes first. I do kind of like a dork. Okay, like if you are a dork, if you're a nerd, stay away from me because I am a dork fiend and I will sniff you out. And if you smell good, I feel like nowadays I'm like really like not obsessed, but I'm like a lot more aware of how people smell. And it's not a bad thing. A lot of people don't smell bad, but like if you smell good, I'm like, I kind of like that. I kind of like someone that smells good. And then another one. Yeah, so humor, smells good. Sometimes hands. I don't really look at people's hands like that, but sometimes I'll just be like staring. I'm like, wow, you have really pretty hands. And if you have like kind of a good music taste, I don't know, if you have like good music, like just like a good taste in like something that I also have a good taste in, not good taste in, like something I'm also interested in, like if we share the same stuff, I'll be like, damn, okay. Or like if you play like an instrument, or if you're like really good at math, okay, like stay away from me, Einstein, because yeah. Biggest turn off, I think it's like pretty much the opposite of what I said. If you like smell bad, I know that's like something you can't control, like if it's something that's like a disease, I know you can't control that, but if you just choose to stink because you want to, like I said, it's your prerogative, but like, I don't want you near me. I don't think I would like someone that's like dumb. Not to be like offensive or anything, but I just can't deal with anybody that's like not like socially aware, or just like I don't know. I can't deal with people who are like, I know I'm dumb as rocks, but like at least I know like where I am at like certain times. But like I don't like people who are like so dumb to the point where you have to like baby talk them. Like people who you have to infantilize or like baby. Like it disgusts me. Like I don't want to fucking do that. Are you fucking stupid? Like I don't want to take care of you. You're a grown fucking person, and I don't want to fucking take care of you. Oh, this one might be kind of nitpicky, but like fashion motherfuckers. Like it's like this kind of pertains more so with the guys, because I don't think girls really, I don't know, I don't want to over generalize, but like I feel like a lot of the guys, like the guys that I'm talking about specifically, are like the guys that buy are like Panda. It's like Panda Buy or some shit like that, and like fucking like drop ship, like sell on Grailed, and like I think they're like hot shit for wearing Valone and like fucking, I don't know, Balenciaga, fucking Canada Goose and whatever. Like if you're gonna wear like whatever the fuck, like don't like, I don't know, it's not like a bragging thing, but it's just like, I don't know, like someone who's like frivolous with their money, I suppose. And like I don't like flexers. I don't like people that like show themselves too much on the internet. Like obviously I share myself a lot on the internet, but like I don't share like every fucking waking moment. Like I don't film myself when I'm on the fucking shitter. I don't film myself when I'm like having a mental breakdown. I don't film myself when I'm like taking, like when I'm like fucking, I don't know, like taking a nap or some shit like that. I don't like people who like overshare to that degree. Like obviously I'm sitting here like bubbling, yeah, but like it's like the minor things, right? Oh, the biggest turnoff is when people cry on video. I think that is like the cringiest fucking, okay, I'm just talking about what pisses me off now, but like I hate it when people fucking cry on videos. Like why was your first reaction to pick up the phone when you start crying? Like what does that say about you, and what does that say about me watching this? Because every time I see a bitch crying on the camera, I'm like like I want to feel empathetic for you. Like there's something within me that's like, oh, I feel bad that you're crying, but at the same time my rational mind is like, why the fuck are you putting this out there for us to watch? Like what are you trying to get out of this? Like it's very strange to me, and it's just not something that I can personally be a big fan of. And then I'm trying to think of like maybe like more physical attributes, because most of these are like kind of like arbitrary things. I don't think I have anything that's like a physical appearance really, because I didn't, like I said, like there's some things that I find attractive on people, but like there's a lot of, but like you like I don't know, when it comes to like physical appearance, it's like really hard to judge, because it's like, who am I to say anything bad about someone when I look like this, you know, like busted? So it's like it's difficult to say like what's a turn off like physically. Oh, this one might be like just because I'm someone that cares about it, but someone who has like really bad nails, like someone who like does not take care of their nails, like, or has like grime underneath their nails. Like I don't know why that's a turn off for me, but I think it just like kind of shows, like not shows me, but kind of like indicates to me that perhaps they don't really like to take care of themselves, which is not a bad thing. Like some people are going through it, but like if you have the means to do so, it's like you don't have to get a pedicure, but like wash your hands. Yeah. Oh, and I don't like people with like big fucking trucks, okay? Like big fucking Ford pickups or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't like those people either. Like if they pull up to like our first date and have a fucking like truck. I don't know how to say this without being like, I don't like soft boys. There, I said it. Crucify me, whatever the fuck, okay? Like, I do like me a femboy every now and then, whatever the fuck, okay? Femboys, whatever the fuck you want to call them. But, like, when it comes to, like, those, like, soft boys where it's just like, oh my god, I love my wife, I love my girlfriend, like, this and that. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck cares? Like, it's just like, ooh woo. I'm like such a sensitive, like deep down thoughtful guy. I've had so much therapy and I'm such an ooh woo guy. Like, girls love me. I'm just like you, but like I like you. Like, I'm just like you for real. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. Like, I can see you right through you. You are not one of us. Not saying this to our trans members, but like I'm talking about you straight fellas who are acting like you suddenly are the fucking cream of the fucking wheat because you got one session of therapy. I'm talking to you motherfuckers, okay? You are not a changed man because you have decided to fulfill yourself, not fulfill, but to work on yourselves, like mentally, okay? Just because you are willing to go to one session of therapy and get like there's a feeling of who you are as a person does not mean you can suddenly be like, oh, like I understand you. I'm such an empathetic, sympathetic, just a nice, caring guy. I can't believe nobody likes me. Like I'm just like one of the only good guys out there in the world. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, honestly, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck cares? Like, nobody gives a rat's ass about who you are. Trust. Like, I don't like soft boys, or like when they do like, or like when they're like pouting at the camera, like, hi guys. Okay, this is not like to like the gay guys, to the fucking trans, whatever the fuck. This is going to my straight cis motherfuckers. And you know who you are. You know who you are. And I'm not gonna say it. But you know who you are. You are fucking... Oh. And girls be falling for that. They're like, oh, he's such a sensitive, sweet guy. Turns out he's the master manipulator. He's gaslighting you. He's calling you a slut, a whore. He wants you to stay in the kitchen. He wants you to scrub his fucking feet. He wants you to lick his fucking butthole. He wants all of that. Just because he went to therapy once. That is not for me, baby girl. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I want me an alpha male where like, ooh, but like, I want someone who's fucking straight up with me, with who they are. Like, if you want me in the kitchen, say you want me in the kitchen, instead of being like, oh no, I believe in women's rights, I believe that women should have rights, and then you tell me to go out and take the trash and do all this. Not take the trash, but you know what I mean. Like, fucking, you can't wear that outside because you're a fucking slut, but like, it's like this and that. It's like, bro, if you don't want me to have an abortion, tell me that, right? Instead of being like, oh, I believe that women should have rights. But like, I don't know. Like, isn't abortion like that? Like, bro, if you're gonna say women have rights, let them do what they gotta do, right? But like, instead, you're just like, I'm on your side. But not really. It's like, be so fucking honest. Like, that's the one thing I can't fucking stand is motherfuckers who are flippy floppity fucking. Like, I cannot stand the motherfuckers, okay? Like, if you're gonna say what you're gonna say, right? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm such this and that. Like, at least those fucking alpha males say what they fucking gotta say, right? They're always like, oh, like, I want women to be like fucking cooking for me. All they're good for is like cleaning, cooking, birthing. All I need a woman for is like fucking. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I hate you. I hate the way you think. I hate who you are as a person. But at least you're honest, okay? At least you're honest. That's all I gotta give you. But otherwise, you are a shit human being. And I don't want you anywhere near me, ever. You should be, actually, matter of fact, you should be jailed for the way you're talking. But I can respect the fact that you are a straightforward and honest person, okay? But when it comes to the motherfuckers who are like, oh, I love women, I'm so empathetic, I'm so caring, I love people, this and that, it's just like, oh, I'll treat you so right, like, I'll do anything for you, I'll cross the Red Sea for you, I'll fucking murder Jesus for you, I'll do anything for you, and then turns out they're fucking cheating on you and asking fucking girls for booty pics when they're like about to ask you to be their fiance. It's like, okay, bro, whatever, bro, like, keep that to yourself, honest to God. Like, if you're gonna be nice to me, don't even bother, just call me a bitch. Like, honestly, I cannot fucking stand that shit, okay? So maybe that's my turn off. Like, people who are like not straight up with me, because I do not like foo-foo motherfuckers, okay? Like, I don't expect you to, like, when you first meet me, to just be like, oh, you're fucking ugly, let's go on a date, okay? I don't expect you to do that to me, because obviously I will not rock with that. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that is not how you treat a human being. But I would prefer you be like, oh, I don't find you attractive. No. But, like, once you get, like, deeper into it, like, just be nice, you know? All you gotta be is nice. Like, you don't have to be, like, overly compensating for something. Like, you just have to be nice and understand that people have boundaries and people are not fucking stupid. It's like I feel like those guys are always the guys that be mansplaining. It's like, oh, you don't know about Harriet Tubman? Bitch! If you know, oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna go off on Harriet Tubman because she was who she is, and I stand that queen. But like, you do not need to mansplain to me who she was. We know who she was. We know what the Underground Railroad, whatever the fuck was. We know what that fucking is. Okay, yada yada yada. Okay, I don't need you to fucking sit your little not white ass. I'm sorry, okay, but you don't need to sit your little fucking whatever ass down and fucking explain to me what a woman's business is a woman's business, because I know what's going on in women's businesses, but you are fucking, okay guys, okay guys, that's too much, so yeah, I mean, I like the concept of soft boys. Like I said, I don't have an issue with them fucking femboys, but I know they are not supposed to be my demographic. I know that they, oh my god, there's this one account on TikTok, on Instagram, that I always get fucking recommended to me. It's like a femboy fishing, and I'm like, oh my god, that motherfucker's eating, bro. Eating! Like, just like fucking fishing, and it's like showing off his fishies, and sometimes he like posts like his little outfit of the day, so I'm like, that is so fucking slay, okay? But they know their audience, and they're being honest to God about that, okay? They're like, okay, you know what? I'm a femboy, and I stand by that. They put on the skirts, they put on the thigh highs, and they're living life to the moss, bro. But like, with like these motherfuckers who are like, oh, like, I'm such a soft boy, like, I love women, this and that, but then they're like, whatever the fuck, I'm like, okay, get out of my sight. I don't give a rat's ass about who you are, okay? Like, I like motherfuckers who are true to themselves, okay? You gotta be true to it, because I don't want motherfuckers lying to me, because that's what I don't like. That's the shit I don't like, okay? With the words of my boy Chief Keef, that's the shit I do not like. and so therefore, stay away from me, okay? Another turn off, and this is like more pertaining to like girls, but like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like those like millennial was like, I don't know how to explain it, because it's like I don't want to diss on my girls, because I love my girls, okay? I love women more than I love men, so it's hard for me to diss on them, but like, there are a certain demographic of women that like I do not rock with, because it's like, women are not like a monopoly, you know, not monopoly, but like, women are not just like that, you know? There's like nuances to it, and there's like some certain sections of the female race that I am not enjoying. And one of those is like those like girls are like, oh, I'm so quirky. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but girls that like seek male validation, but like, that's okay to seek male validation. I don't give a rat's ass, but then you put down other women in the process of doing so. You know, like those girls that you're hanging out with, and you think you're vibing with them, but then suddenly a guy fucking pulls up and they find them attractive, and then so they're like, oh, you know, Quinn fucking shit in the toilet the other day and left my skid mark in my fucking toilet and fucking clogged it. Okay, girl. You did not have to do me like that. Like, this is never that serious, okay? It's never that serious. Like, every time, and like, it feels like every time you're talking to them, it feels like they're like not judging you, but like I don't know how to describe it, but like it's like like you don't have to be a girl's girl, you know, like you don't have to be a girl's girl, you don't have to be always like up and up and over always cheerful. Like I do like people who are like generally more like I do like girls who are like a little more subdued and a little more chilled out. Like I do like girls like that. Like you don't always have to be like super oh my god hi, oh my god hi, okay, because I don't expect every single girl to do that. Like obviously we have our different like personalities. I do actually I have a soft spot for like girls who are like kind of like nerdy and introverted. Like that's like my homegirls for real. Like I come out as a very kind of bubbly, not bubbly, but like a little bit more kind of like meh compared to them. But like I was that girl. And I still am that girl. And so I do have a really big soft spot for like nerdy girls. Like girls that are like the ones that like sit in the corner of the room and like don't really talk but like are very smart or like very talented. And so I rock with those girls fucking heavy, okay? Like whenever I go into a room I don't lock eyes, but I lock my sights into one of those and I'm like I want to be friends with them. But then I realize that maybe they don't want to be friends with me because I'm fucking annoying, so I never talk to them. But like I respect them, okay? I respect that and I love them. But like I'm talking about like the girls who are like I don't know, like girls who like not like I said I don't need you to be a girl's girl or whatnot, but like I just need you to be like respectful, you know? Like girls who are just like willing to like put others down just to like uplift themselves. And I'm like you can be a powerful, confident, whatever the fuck you want to be, right? But you don't have to put people down as you go. Just be like, oh, this is who I am as a person and this is how I want to be and this is how I act within this world. Like if you want to be a fucking like I don't know, like a wife that stays at home making bread, having 5 fucking kids at 20, whatever the fuck, do what you gotta do. If that's what you really truly want to do, rock with it. I'm rocking with it. Fucking send me a sourdough loaf, whatever the fuck, right? Because I support that if that's what you want to do, like genuinely. But like if you're doing this, if you're living this lifestyle and then you're like making content or like saying something to another woman's work, like, oh, I can't believe you're not settled down. Yeah, I can't believe you're not doing this. Like, don't you know that's like bad for you? Like, why don't you like this and that? It's like, bro, nobody, like, it's not like nobody wants to do it, but like there's a reason why not a lot of women want to subject themselves to that. No offense. But yeah, that is one of my turnoffs, I think. I think that's about it when it comes to like girls, because usually I'm like fairly I interact with girls pretty well because I'm like I don't know, I'm not a rizzler by any means. But I mean I don't get along with people, but like, you know, if I'm interested, I'm interested. No, generally when I meet someone like a girl that I'm like super interested in, I just get like super nervous and shy and I just like don't really talk to them because I'm like I don't know how to talk around you because you are so attracted to the point where I'm like I can't even make eye contact with you. You guys ever get that when you're like talking to like a girl and you're like, wow, wow, bro, like I cannot stop staring at you, like I need to stop. Okay. Okay. What else? Let me think of one more turn off before I log off. I feel like this video is going on for so long, but I just want to keep on talking now. I'm trying to think of like another physical attribute because the only things I'm thinking of are like really arbitrary things. Like obviously you don't need to like fulfill that, but oh, this one might be a little controversial, but like if you're like a heavy drug user, if you vape, like, and if you like fiend for a vape, like if you drop your vape somewhere and you are like yelling at people to move in order to find it, or if you're like flipping your grandma over in order to find your fucking vape, yeah, babes, no, not for me. Not for me, I fear, not for me. And same with like smokers. Like my dad smokes and that's probably why I don't like it because I grew up with him like smoking and it just like traumatizes me every time I smell it. But at the same time, it's like a little like nostalgic for me, but at the same time I don't like the smell of smoke. And so if I had to like be around someone, like, if you're dating someone, obviously you have to be around and with them in like really close proximity. And honest to God, I don't think I could be with someone who like heavily smokes, like needs to smoke a fucking cig every time they like sit down or some shit like that, you know? Or like people who like heavily drink, like every single weekend they need to get crunk or something. I'm like, no, that's not for me, babes. Like obviously I'm not someone who's opposed to like drinking. You guys have seen me like come on here and talk about nonsense out like whatever the fuck. But at the same time, it's like there's a time and place for like drinking, and I don't want someone who like not casually, but like needs a drink every single day to function. I was like, oh, like I need a shot of whiskey when I get home or some shit like that. It's like I don't think I like that. Like, I don't want anybody that's like dependent on any type of substance. I don't find that really attractive. Like, even when I see like people smoke cigarettes, like as an aesthetic, I'm like, I don't really like that. Like, I don't judge them for liking that, because a lot of my friends are the people that I'm describing. Like, they're like vape addicts, and they like to smoke and stuff like that. And like, it's not like I have an issue with them. I don't see them as a lesser person because they're, those are their vices. But at the same time, it's like, if I'm dating someone, I obviously want them to, like, obviously if I'm around them a lot, I'm going to get influenced, and I'm going to have to like interact with these substances, and so I don't want that. I'd rather just find someone who has like a somewhat of a similar lifestyle where it's like, like I'm mainly sober for like majority of my life, and just like every now and then I'll get like a drink or I'll like smoke and stuff like that, but it's not like something I like think about every single fucking day or like need every single fucking day. Like, it's like not a big expense in my life, But like, some people be spending so much fucking money on like nicotine, like vape products, and like alcohol and stuff like that. And it's just, yeah, like I said, not something I particularly want to have within my life. And I'll finish off with just saying, like, I do not want someone who is a gym bro. I'm sorry. Like, a gym bro is someone that's like really, really, really obsessed with the gym. Like, it's totally okay if you go for like a morning run, if you have like a small little routine that you do. But like, I think that a lot of the gym bros and a lot of the people that attend the gym take it like too fucking seriously, to the point where they probably have a fucking eating disorder that I do not want to deal with. Honest to God, no offense. But like, as someone who has been on the internet and has been on like tons of ED, whatever the fucks, I know the signs, and I've seen the signs within these like gym bro, whatever the fucks, right? And so those are the people that I do not want to get involved with. Like, if you find those people to be attractive or whatever the fuck, that's on you. If you live the same lifestyle, if you are also a gym bro, I don't know what the term is for like a girl that goes like a gym girl. If you're like a gym girl that likes gym bros, if you're a gym bro that likes a gym bro, whatever the fuck, right? If you're a gym person and you want someone who's also going to the gym, then that's on you, bro. That's on you. But for me, who's someone that kind of sees, who's like kind of an outsider to the world, a lot of their eating habits, a lot of their lifestyle habits reminds me of ED. And so that's not something I want within my life, honest to God. Like, I don't want someone like fat shaming me every time I eat like a fucking burger. Like, I already have that enough from my fucking Asian mom. I don't need that from you. Sorry. And so, yeah. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of them have some, like, not issues, but there's something not right about them. There's just something not right about them. I'm not sure what it is, but there's just something about them that is just not right, in my opinion. And I'm just not sure what it is. It's not like they're bad people. It's not like they're horrible people. It's not like they're murderers or whatever the fuck. It's not like they're fucking Patrick Bateman. It's just, there's something off about them that I cannot like pinpoint. But like, you guys know what I mean, right? Like, there's something about like gym people. I'm not talking about people who hit up the gym like not every now and then, but like people who like, I'm not talking about the people who just like do it very casually to the point where just like they do it because they want to keep themselves like just healthy, like a regular amount of movement to the point where it's like, just healthy people. Like, when it comes to like these gym people, they take it so dead serious. Like, dead serious. Like, they're taking like pictures of their bodies every single day. They're constantly like measuring their calories. They're constantly like keeping, like, they can't fucking eat a burger because they're gonna be like, oh, that's gonna fuck up my cut or whatever the fuck. It's like, holy shit, like, holy fucking shit. It's never that, well, it's serious for them, so I don't want to diminish their experience, but it's never that serious for moi, and therefore, I don't want somebody who is like that in my life. Personally, like, I'm totally okay if you're like someone who plays a sport or whatever the fuck. Like, I really respect that lifestyle, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want someone who's like overly obsessed with their image to the point where they're like starving themselves or like forcing themselves to eat like chicken or rice. Because if you're going out for dinner or whatever the fuck, and you can't enjoy yourself around me, and you're just like miserable while eating your fucking gruel, that's not somebody who I want to be around. Like, if you can't enjoy the small things in life, like, I'm not expecting you to like go out every weekend and fucking chow down with me at like Buffalo Wild Wings or some shit, right? But I do like want you to have fun around me and want you to have fun and like not worry about your appearance near me, And I know it's like the things that they do is for them mainly. Like, the things that they do, they're like improving their life, improving their health, their looks masking or whatever the fuck. I don't give a rat's ass about that. But I understand like that most of it they do it for themselves. But at the same time, it's like, why are you like punishing yourself to the point where you can't even have like a small little fun sized candy bar because it's gonna fuck up your cut or like fucking mess with your macros or whatever the fuck. And so that's just not someone I would think I would ever get like involved with. Like I'll be friends with them. Like obviously, like it depends on your personality and stuff like that. Like your gym life isn't just who you are as a person, but like I don't think I would ever want to be like involved with somebody to the point where like we're like personal, you know. And to just to like back pig off on that, people who are like ripped, like shredded to the point where their body fat is less than 5%. Just kidding. Like people who are like super like fucking fit, I'm like, no, not for me, babes. Like it scares me like how fucking fit they are. I think like every time I look at someone who even has like abs or has like really strong fucking thing like triceps, I'm like, oh wow, no, not for me. Like I like someone who's like regular looking, like has like a decent amount of body fat, not decent amount, but like at least have some body fat, just looks normal, you know. Like I don't want somebody who's like super like overly ripped, because that would scare the shit out of me. And like I think I would never want to touch them, because it's like, what the fuck. You know, like what the fuck is that, like what the fuck. Like sometimes I look at like these really shredded people online and I'm like, what? Like, I admire their physique, okay? I do find it, like, really appealing. I do find it really appealing visually, but, like, physically, I don't think I could ever get near them, because I'm like, I don't want to be next to you, because you could put me in a chokehold right now and I would pass out and die. And so, yeah, I don't like people who are, like, heavily shredded. It, like, scares me. Like, even guys with, like, abs where they're, like, showing it off, it's like, oh, women are gonna like this. I am not those women. I'm so sorry, but I'm not those women. It just scares me, and it's just, like, it doesn't scare me. It just like petrifies me to the point where I'm like, I don't really want to look at you anymore. You're scaring me. Like guys that like post like their like torso pictures and they have their fucking abs out and stuff like that. I'm like, ew. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Put them dogs away. I do not want to see your stomach and your fucking nipples hanging out. Like, that's disgusting. Okay, I think I'm saying too much right now, because it's kind of like outing me. I don't know why it's outing me, but it's outing me. And so I think I have to like keep those opinions. But yeah, those are my turnoffs. I don't remember what I said exactly, but you guys watch the video, so you understand. And so I think I probably have to leave it off on that, because I think I heard my like dryer go off, yeah, an hour ago, and I'm still sitting here fucking talking about nonsense. And so I'm gonna log off and go do laundry and get ready for school tomorrow, because school is starting for me tomorrow. And yeah, so that's all I gotta say on that. And I will come back to you guys soon with another one, perhaps. So yeah, I think I'll like either leave a list below in the comments of like what I asked, or like what questions I'm like proposing to you guys. And if you guys like this concept, I mean, I would like it if you guys could recommend me questions to ask you guys, because all the questions online seem fucking stupid, and I don't want to ask those dumb fucking questions like, what's your favorite dog? I don't fucking know. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what you guys have to say. Watch this video have like 30 fucking views, and like one comment be like, I don't give a fuck, like you're manic, and I'll be like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, that's all I gotta say on that, and I will be back, maybe, who knows. All right, kisses.